Up here on the top of the world, there is a vast expanse of ice and of emptiness. And yet Russia has made deploying its military up here to these extreme conditions a real priority.
Melting sea ice is changing the nature and politics of the Arctic Ocean. New sea passages opening through international waters are spurring geopolitical competition for resources and strategic strongholds.
Russia is pushing rapidly into the region with aims to control it before anyone else.
I think that with global warming, a lot of these Arctic trade routes are going to be opening up, and that there's going to be a bonanza for Russia because it's going to control those trade routes.
As the polar ice melts, northern nations are rushing to exert their control. And with its new fleet of modern icebreakers, Russia is way out in front.
It's all part of Vladimir Putin's long-term strategy to dominate the Arctic.
Russia's economy is almost entirely dependent on oil and gas, and with an estimated 22% of the world's undiscovered reserves in the Arctic, Russia is pushing to unlock all it can.
And Russia is already tapping into natural resources in the Arctic, like liquid natural gas.
There is money to be made here. The Arctic waters are thought to contain 1/4 of the planet's undiscovered oil and gas. With polar ice shrinking, there's now an opportunity to extract the energy. There are new shipping lanes too. Russia is competing with other Arctic powers for a slice of the profits.
Russia's Arctic activities will be high on the agenda on the first meeting between Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his American counterpart Antony Blinken. But with the two powers so far apart on many other issues, finding common ground on this enormous mineral-rich territory seems unlikely.
On its northern frontier, Russia is flexing its muscle. This is the Arctic Brigade, in training, in case there's confrontation with Russia's neighbours. For in the Arctic now, there is a battle for supremacy that Russia is determined to win.
In total, the Russians say that they've put in place more than 470 pieces of military infrastructure in the Arctic region since 2012. So this is a real push, a strategic push, and certainly one that's carried by the top leadership of this country, Max.
The Russian military is sending a clear message to the outside world that Russia is ready and determined to protect its national interests.
The Russian army has already deployed coastal defense rockets here and specialized Arctic anti-aircraft systems built to perform in the cold.
It is the ultimate Cold War. Temperatures here can fall to -40 centigrade. Today, the brigade is on exercises, repelling an enemy attack. Recently, Washington accused Moscow of acting aggressively in the Arctic to increase its military presence. Russia's response? What's the problem?
Russia has been refitting Soviet-era military bases to demonstrate its willingness to enforce its Arctic claims.